Hey guys, Scott Adams here again. So today I want to talk about some ways to grow your fraud career. And this works really for fraud payments or really any industry that you work in. One of the best ways I've found to do that is going to live events, like actual in-person events. I know they're a little rarer now, but people are starting to go back. One big one's happening right now in fraud and payments, which is the Merchant Risk Council in Vegas. So I couldn't go this year, but I want to kind of throw out a tip or two there that could help you guys, and then also talk about some other ways to improve your chances of moving up in the fraud and payments world. So at the MRC, I think one of the biggest things you can do is just talk to everybody. Go to the lunches, the events. There's a lot of networking breaks, and then just don't go right up to your room when the show's over for the day. Go down to the hotel bars, just around the hotel, like in the Aria right before the elevators to go up to your room. There's a little bar there. I think it's called Lift. I forget. Um, People hang out there way late into the evening. And generally, what I find is that sometimes, especially newer people to these shows, they don't talk to people. Or they think that, some merchants are too big, so they shouldn't talk to them if they're smaller. Or they don't talk to competitors. Maybe their company says they can't. But here's what I've always found. In business, you might be competitors. Maybe you're a video game, or maybe you're a big block, electronics store. The ways you compete are selling, right? You're selling products or services. You're not competing in fraud. We need to get together as a community because the fraudsters do, right? They get together, they talk, they chat. We can too. So while you're, at these kind of events, talk to everybody. What I've found too is that we all have the same problems. I was a really small merchant when I started in this industry, and I went to an event. And I think it was actually Payments Ed, and then soon after that to the MRC. And I discovered that we all have the same problems. The scale might be different, but the solutions are generally about the same, and the problem is about the same. So just talk to everybody you can. Now, if you're like me and this year can't make this event like the MRC, then I suggest going to live events that are virtual. There's a lot more of those nowadays, and there's webinars. I think the best ones, though, to go to are ones where you can actually interact and talk. Webinar is kind of one-sided, and that's fine. You can learn a lot, which is something else you got to keep doing. But what we're going to do on Thursday, actually this week, is do a live event where it's a kind of live Q&A interview, but everybody can talk. And ideally, that's what happens. Everybody talks. And we ask questions, we answer questions. And this time we're actually having a special guest. So hopefully you can tune in. It's on Thursday, March 9th at, I believe, 12:30 this time in Eastern time. So I hope you can make that. But either way, get out there and network and talk to your peers in the industry. Thanks a lot. Hope that helps.